Hey everyone, this is EDM Soaps. I am your host, Diane Marie. Today we're going to make a lavender body lotion. And today we're going to be using lavender 4042. This lavender smells amazing. It's expensive, but it smells great. I love it. So I have all my everything laid out. We're going to use my pH meter to test the pH of the lotion. So we're going to turn on our scale and we're going to weigh out our water and we're going to weigh out our glycerin. So I'm going to put this on the scale here. We're going to tear it out, and now we're going to weigh out our water mixture. So let's go ahead and pour it into our bowl. And you must use the still water. So I need to take out some water because I overdid it again. So I need to get my pipettes and we're going to get some of this water out of here. Alright, there we go. So now we're going to tear our scale again and we're going to add in the glycerin. So we're going to tear our scale again. So I could add in my preservative in here, which we're going to use Optimum Plus, but I'm not because I need to heat this water up. So I'm going to sit this down into my skillet here, and this is our water bath, so we're going to just sit this down in there and we're going to let that heat up some. The next thing that we're going to do, we're going to weigh out our wax and our stuff that we need to melt. We're going to tear all this out. And our pot here is making terrible noise here. But we're just going to let that boil just a little bit. I do have my temp gun here. And we're going to also measure everything else. So what we're going to do here, just going to set this aside here. we're going to get our e-wax. And we're going to weigh out our e-wax. Should be fine. Okay. Now we're going to weigh out our acetyl alcohol. Okay. Alright, we're going to check our temperature here. Water's at 77. Alright, now we're going to add in our apricot oil. We're going to use apricot oil in this lotion. Okay. Alright, and then we're going to add in our shea butter. While we're doing that, alright, so we're going to turn our scale again, and we need some good old shea butter. We're going to let that heat up. I'm going to stick that down there because I'm going to come back and chop this up later. So now as our water heats up, we are at 79 right now. So I'm going to take this off the stove just for a second. And then we're going to melt our butters. Okay. Now we're just going to sit this down in there. and let it melt. So now what we're going to do, we're going to weigh, tear our scale. We're going to weigh our vitamin E, our preservative, and our fragrance oil. So that's what we're going to do next. Okay. So for our vitamin E, give me just a second. We're going to use okay. And we're going to take our thing here. I'm going to hold that back and get another pipette. And we're going to weigh out our did I tear out that scale? I don't remember. I don't think I did. Alright. I just want to make sure, because I don't think I tore that scale. But that's fine. We got it. And now we're going to do our lavender, which this smells so good. Oh, I wish I could smell this. Oh, it smells awesome. It smells so good. I love lavender. Love it. Love, 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 love. So now we need okay. Oh, I love it. So we're going to let this melt down. And I am going to bring you guys back when all of this is melted. I'm just going to give this a stir. And we're just going to set that aside. Alrighty, so I will bring you guys back when this has melted down. And then we're going to mix all of this together. Let's look at our temperature here. It's at 82. I'll bring you guys back. Okay guys, we're back. So we're almost there. If I can get this little bit left. Still got a little bit of these little floaty things in there. It needs to melt just a little bit more. If not, I'm going to take it out. Okay, so that took care of that. Stir took care of it. So now what we're going to do, we're going to take our water here and we're going to take our oils and we're going to pour it in here. So I'm going to show you what happens when I do this. So I'm just going to take my spatula And we're going to scrape out all that goodness that was in here. Okay. Get all that goodness out. Okay. Alright. So now we're going to take our stick blender. Draw you a little bit closer. Always burp the stick blender. This is what the lotion looks like. So let's check our temperature. So we're at 111. So we need to be below 100 or under 100 to add in our preservative and our fragrance oil and our vitamin E. I can feel it getting thicker. It's still at a, I'm going to say light trace, but it's likely. Okay, let's see what our temp is now. It's still at 109. So it's coming down. So I'm going to let this cool. And once I let it cool, I am going to put in the, whatchamacallit, the vitamin E and the essential oil deal here. We'll put this in. Now, if the pH is too high, so I have my 50% solution. I have my water and my citric acid here. So basically, you add maybe 1 or 2 drops, maybe 3 in there to bring down the pH, because you don't want the pH to be high. It needs to be the balance of our pH. Because if it's too high, it's just going to throw our pH balance off in our body system, and we don't want that. So we want to make sure that we match it between 4 and 5 of our pH. And we'll give that a test. But everything's natural, so it should be fine. So you can substitute the water for aloe vera gel. You can substitute it with oat milk. Anything that will help replace the liquid. You can even do half of the water, half of like coconut milk. You know, you can do half of the water and do aloe vera juice. You can do what, you know, carrot juice, depending on what kind of liquids that you want in your lotion. This is a all natural lotion. There's no chemicals in here. Everything that we have used is natural. We have used shea butter. We have used apricot kernel oil. We have used vitamin E, distilled water. You have your preservative. You have your vitamin E. You have your E-wax. E-wax helps, oil and water do not mix. So what's keeping this together and making it look like this is the E-wax. And the E-wax help bind the water to the oil, and you get this fluffy look. The acetyl alcohol is a thickener. So this helps thickens this lotion up. And it's getting thick, I can tell. It's not thick. It's still very light. It's at a very medium, light to medium trace here. Thickness, if you really want to say. But we still have to bring it down under 100 because we don't want this to burn off the preservative. Because if you pour it in too hot, it's going to burn off the preservative, and it's just going to allow bacteria to grow in there. And you do not want bacteria into your lotion or on your skin. That will cause other issues, and we don't want that. We want this to be good and lovely, even if we have to wait, even if it thickens up. Even if it thickens up, we can still add in the preservative. We just need it to be cooler because we want this preservative to stay and keep this fresh and have a good shelf life. So I'm going to say the shelf life is about a year. And you know what's in here. There's nothing harsh that would help. I mean, this would just, it's the perfect lotion. It's great. And then if you're feeling stressed, lavender is a calming effect. It's not a cure. It's just a natural scent. Like if you smell something, just like if you were baking a cake and you smell that cake aroma. That aroma will remind you, hey, I remember when I was little, we used to bake cakes with my grandma and my mom in the kitchen during the summer months when I'm out of school. That's all this is. It's just reminding you and bringing you to a ease, a calm that will help. I mean, lavender does have benefits. So if you want to know the benefits of lavender, you will have to check it out. I'm not making any claim. But this is a great fragrance, which I love. This is my first time using it. I've always used lavender, and sometimes I use Bulgarian lavender. But I saw this, and I wanted to try it. And it was on sale, because this stuff is expensive. But this is like, you can use it at nighttime. You can use it in the day. Like, sometimes I feel stressed. And I have anxiety issues. So if I smell this lavender and rub it on, put it on, it will bring that calmness and stillness down. Because it will help remind me to say, breathe, relax. It will help me bring that calmness down. And I won't feel stressed. You can use it as nighttime, when you go right before you go to bed. It will help you sleep. It will help you relax. It would just give you the calmness that you need. And this is why I'm making this lotion. You can use it in the daytime. You can use it at night. It's body lotion all the way around. You can put it on your body. But this is what I like to use. And if I knew this years ago, I would be making my own lotion. Instead of buying that crap out of the store that has chemicals and phthalates and what you call that? Formaldehyde and just harsh chemicals that would dry your skin. But now we know that this skin, and you can buy this on my website at www.edmsoaps.com. That's EDMSOAPS.com. You can go and purchase this lotion that I am making. And it's skin thick. Looks almost like pudding. So we're at a good, now we're at a good medium trace. This is a good medium trace where you can actually see the lotioning starting to form on top of the thing. You can see it modify. Let's see if I bring it close to you, and you can see it traced on top of the thing. So that's a medium trace. That's where we at. So let's check our temperature again. We're at 103. We're cooling down pretty good. Like I said, even if this thickens up, we can still get it into the still add it while it's thick, because you want to make sure that it's mixed in there really well, and you want to make sure you have it, because like I said, you don't want to burn it off. It needs to be under 100. And there's different types of preservative. So the preservative, you have Phenip, you have Optiphen, you have Optiphen Plus, you have Germal Plus, you have, what is that, GeoGuard something? That's another preservative. So you have different preservatives that you need to help make sure that this lotion does not grow any type of bacteria, because you don't want a bacteria that just, you put this lotion on and then you start having a bacteria that's eat your flesh, like a eating flesh. You don't want that. So you want a bacteria, you want this to get rid of the bacteria. And then after a year, if you still have it, you know, this is just for me. You know, after expiration date, just throw it away. But me, I don't do that, because I look at it and see if it's still good, if it still don't grow any kind of bacteria, if it still looks great, I just use it. That's just me. Y'all don't have to do that. That's just me. But this is a thick, it's at a medium trace. It looks like pudding. Looks like my vanilla pudding. So we're going to continue to let this cool. We will add this in. And you also can add a little color to it if you want to. I haven't got that bowl just yet. We haven't got to that stage yet. So right now we're just going to do with the plain lotion. To me, lotion should be white. But hey, that's just me. But you can add different